Second horse we're going to take a look at is yet another filly. It's the Aidan O'Brien trained Be Happy. Another one that's quite a very interesting pedigree we'll see in a moment. People see it's by Camelot, out of a Dan Silly mare. That's the only thing really that puts me off the horse. Never really been a fan of that stallion. People will see that again, this one is another one. It's had one run and one win. We don't like to try and give people horses that have been beaten already, if we can help it. But this one here has also run to 84 on its first time out. Ideally, we'd want it in the 90s, but it can only run to what it's run to. It's an interesting filly, I think, this one. People will see that the fourth dam of it, if they look, is Allegretta. And that brings a very interesting pedigree indeed. On line 9H. Before we get to Allegretta though, Be Happy is a full sister to Group 3 and a listed placed Hector Damaris. The dam is an unraced half sister to a Group 3 winner Impulsive. Second dam is a half sister to 2001 French Derby winner Anabar Blue, as well as many other pattern race performers. This is one of the pedigrees that you would have to really list them all. You'd be there all day. Third dam. If people look at the third dam, a horse called Allez l'Etoile. This is where things get very interesting. Allez l'Etoile is in her own set right. She won a Group 3 and a listed race. But if people look at what she's actually related to, it is when people realise how good this horse is. She's a winning half sister of the 2000 UK 2000 Guineas winner and former stallion King's Best. But arguably more importantly, also a 1993 ARC winner, also Group 2, dual Group 3 and triple listed winner Urban Sea. And she is also a legendary broodmare, as she is the dam of many, many top class horses through male and female lines. She is the dam of Galileo and See the Stars, and then many, many other stallions as well, and mares herself. The fourth dam, Allegretta, was also Group 3 placed, and she is also the third dam of the 2008 Prix Jean Prat and the Marois winner and stallion Tamayus. She is the fourth dam of triple Group 1, including the 2021 ARC and dual Group 2 winner Torquato Tasso out in Germany. And Urban Sea is also the fourth dam of the 2018 UK Derby and dual Group 3 winning stallion Massar, and the second dam of the 2012 ARC Group 2 and listed winning stallion Master Stroke. A very good pedigree without any shadow of a doubt. On the long term thing, you see other horses that we didn't mention there, called Black Sam Bellamy. Adler Flug, the German Derby winner, is somewhere on this line. There's our little section there at Allegretta, replete with bold. What we like to see. German blood again to the fore as it is in so many of these pedigrees. If people scroll through 9H, they'll see. Take a nice slow scroll through so people can maybe pick up some horses of their own choice. You'll see that there's not really any that jump out. There's Nicker on there, German Derby winner, and Septimus, the Irish St Ledger winner. It's a line that's really known for Urban Sea, I think, at the moment. In the last 20 or 30 years, it's really come to life with Galileo and horses like that. See the Stars are doing his bit, I suppose, as well, in the stallion shed. Some very interesting horses. But the main section, I think, as people will see, is the section we're on with Urban Sea. So let's take a look at Be Happy Win over at Cork in Ireland.
And they're off. Snowy and Okai Lass both just gave them a length of the start as they race to the early stages. Sperling Bjorg and Kevin Manning, one of the first to show, with Tarawa gone up on the inside for Chris Hayes to join issue with. On the outside of these races, Faniska. They're full half length back by Amusement, who's taking close order with Snowy on that one's inside, having moved up a place or two ahead of stable companion Be Happy, and the back marker is Okai Lass. As they race through the first couple of furlongs, and Tarawa and Chris Hayes taking them along by about a length or so. To Sperling Bjorg raced in second. Snowy races third on the inside with Faniska in 4 on the outer. They're followed between horses by Amusement. Be Happy is next in the field, and the back marker of the 7 runners as they pass the 5 furlong point and edge out of the back straight is Okai Lass. So heading towards halfway and towards the turn into the straight, and it's Tarawa taking them along at a steady gallop by half a length to Sperling Bjorg races in second. 3 parts of a length then to find Faniska, who races third on the outside of Snowy. Amusement is next in the field. Be Happy makes a little bit of ground towards the outside under Wayne Lord, and the back marker as they swing in continues to be Okai Lass. So swing in and past the 3, Tarawa, with Sperling Bjorg and Kevin Manning now moving up on the outside to almost join issue. A length then to Faniska and Shane Foley being shaken up now in third. Snowy Owl races 4. Be Happy is wide on the track ahead of Amusement and Okai Lass. Past the 2, and it's Tarawa with Sperling Bjorg. Faniska tries to produce a challenge on the outside, but has a length to find. Be Happy tries to pick up on the wide outside. Amusement looks for gaps. Snowy is next. They race down inside the final furlong at Sperling Bjorg. Takes it up from Faniska, with Be Happy swooping on the outside now under Wayne Lorden. And as Zurich's well inside the final furlong, it's Be Happy who's come through on the outside and goes on to win by a length in the end. Be Happy wins for Wayne Lorden and Aidan O'Brien. From Faniska in second, Sperling Bjorg was third, and a close call for 4, Amusement and Tarawa.
Wow.
Yes, another impressive performance by Ballydial Newcomer. We saw the cold winning.
I mean, even over a mile there, you'd say that that one there needed every inch of that. I mean, this is one you'd have to think would have to be an Oaks horse, I think, rather than a Guineas horse. Looking at that, I mean, it took every inch of that mile to get her home, didn't it? And Wayne Lorden really rode a good race on her there, and I don't really say that very often. So all credit to him. Let's see what entries. The Fillies Mile type. Yeah. See, it's in the Fillies Mile, 7th of October. You'd have to say that's that sort of horse, isn't it? If it's going to be at a mile, but you would think that it might even be not far enough for it. If people were to take that run at face value, you'd think that it'd need further than a mile, or again, you'd expect it in a Fillies Mile to be under pressure and really using the stamina it had. But that, to me, was an interesting run, because you can see that, first time out, sometimes these owner breeders, they like to give them a bit of an education, don't they? Show them the track. But this one, it was under pressure from a fair way out, and they were looking to get its head in front, and she obliged. Be Happy. So I do think that is another one that has to go on the list of possibles at this stage.